Hi there, everyone. I'm Sean, and welcome to part one of this educational YouTube series about money. For most of us, money is a thing that we use without thinking about too deeply. We go to our jobs, we get paid, and we spend our dollars. But what really even is money? What makes good money? Let's talk about it. Why does money exist at all? Many of us have heard the term barter before, used to describe situations or communities where one good is directly traded for another. In a system where there's no actual money that's been created, barter is the only way exchange could happen at all. If I'm a farmer selling chickens and you're a blacksmith selling freshly made spears, we need to come to an agreement on how many chickens equals how many spears. This has all sorts of obvious problems, and it doesn't work at scale. Without a common measure of value, a form of money, it's impossible to get a consistent value of the worth of some good or service. For the farmer selling chickens, would he prefer the offer of two spears, one bundle of wheat, or a heap of wood for his chickens? What if the farmer doesn't want any of these things? The reliance on both parties wanting the other's good is known as a double coincidence of wants. What if the blacksmith only needs one chicken, but the price is two chickens for a spear? You can't give half a spear as payment. And finally, in a barter system, it's difficult or impossible to store wealth over time. Many goods are seasonal and don't keep. You can't store wheat for years and years to maintain your wealth. So, what is money? Simply put, money is an exchange rate. It's a way for people to value goods, services, and wealth in a common measurement. When you go to a store and you see that a plastic drinking cup is priced at $5, while the glass mug next to it is $10, it's not that those items are worth X amount of dollars, because a dollar has no real worth. What the dollar and money allow us to do is now we can say two plastic cups has the same value as one glass mug. What this means is that money is the base layer for which civilization is built on top of. Without a system of money, there is no exchange. If there's no exchange, there's no society. As we'll see throughout this series, poor decisions that are made when designing this base layer of money often lead to the collapse of entire civilizations built on top of it. Money has three fundamental functions, being a store of value, a medium of exchange, and a unit of account. Each of these functions has a different purpose, and as we'll see, different forms of money succeed and fail at different levels with these three functions. A unit of account is a function of money where the goods and services available are all priced in the same form of money. This is the property of money that viewers might most immediately be familiar with. In the United States, the dollar is really the only true unit of account. When you walk into a store or shop online, everything you see is priced in dollars. Functioning as a unit of account allows users of the money to easily compare one thing against another. It also allows users to compare prices over time. If my rent in 2019 was $1,600 and now it's $1,700, I understand exactly how much my rent has increased. A medium of exchange refers to being the actual tool used in an exchange between goods and services. Many different forms of money and commodities can function as a medium of exchange for any given transaction. Let's say that I'm selling my couch, and the price that I'm asking for is $200 because dollars is my personal unit of account. If you, the viewer, offered me $200 worth of silver coins, I might consider that. I would still be selling the couch for the value of $200, but the medium of exchange in that transaction would be silver coins. What makes for a good medium of exchange? Well, the medium should be common and accessible. It should have a constant utility, be easily recognizable, and be resistant to measures such as counterfeiting. So when I hand you a dollar in exchange for something, that dollar is functioning as a medium of exchange in that transaction. The final big three function of money is store of value. A store of value is an asset that maintains its value without depreciating. Being able to save money over a long period of time is a crucial need for an economically healthy population. A good store of value will allow its owner to sell or exchange it at a future date for a similar or higher purchasing power than when it was initially bought. In most of the world's economies, the local currency is often counted on as a store of value in all but the worst case scenarios. Stable currencies such as the US dollar, the Japanese yen, the Swiss franc, and the Singapore dollar have been among the most stable currencies in recent times. However, national currencies can come under attack as a store of value when hyperinflation occurs. In those instances, other assets such as gold, silver, real estate, and even things like fine art have functioned as stores of value throughout history. While the relative value of these items does fluctuate over time, they have maintained value throughout history because they all share certain properties. The supply of these items is limited. You can't hyperinflate the supply of these goods at the snap of a finger the way that you can do with a poorly managed national currency. A base level of demand combined with a limited supply makes for the best stores of value. So now that we've had this base introduction to what money actually is, we're going to go back and explore the history of money and how different monetary systems have evolved over time and through today. We're going to use the properties and functions of money that we discussed here to analyze different monetary systems and determine which areas they succeed and in which areas they fail. A key theme throughout the remaining videos will be trade-offs. There are always trade-offs. A certain type of money or system might excel in some areas while lacking in others, while a different monetary system may have the exact opposite traits. We'll explore this in particular detail when discussing our modern system of money. So thank you for watching, everyone. I will see you all in the next video, The History of Money, Part 1.